I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Everyone got 4.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's not going to get me.
Operating from the gun. Cotton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. But look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Running from the gun with Howard. Oh, fighting off the defender. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons! Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Ramsey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now doors set. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Off play action. McClellan. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a give, right side. It's Ramsey. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw on 3rd down. McClellan. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive. Now
a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Back to throw. Cotton gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Cotton. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running with Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking to throw. Cotton. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Cotton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Tackle made by the second-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. McClellan nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll run. It's Dorsett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. Second and 2. Being chased out left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send. This one fielded at the 5. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Back to throw. Cotton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cotton. They'll set up the screen to Howard. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Cotton. And he finds Howard complete. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Trey Quinn, as the first half is winding down, and the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Touchdown, Atlanta. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before break. McClellan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Ready. 8, read. You must be true. And 5.
A final shot before break. McClellan got his target, Samuel. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start out west in the City of Angels with Arizona in town for an NFC West matchup. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Josh Rosen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. 2 touchdown passes there for Marcus Mariota. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Undercut. Check.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to throw. Cotton got a man. That's Quinn. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Cotton. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This one caught by Ridley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. Cotton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll run on first down. Ramsey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and 11. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
From the gun on third down, McClellan completes it to Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing on first down, McClellan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
A really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Off play action. McClellan. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 9-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing again. Cotton. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
And
don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
4 yards the pickup, first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw. McClellan. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, McClellan. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st down, Cotton. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cotton. Complete, it's Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Cotton. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10. Cotton. Johnson's got it complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
6-6,
pull it high.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Let go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Deion Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field.
Oh, no, lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ramsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
He'll look to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle in the final minute, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point right down the middle. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory. Marcus Mariota, 2 touchdown passes in the W. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the ballots, barring a late score.
Set 50, plant.
Too little, alert three, alert three.
Ready?
They'll look to throw. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Cotton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.